One thing I'd like to note before we begin the battle is that this video is my submission to Chase McAwesome's intro contest, and basically we've been told to make a creative video, and I thought it'd be creative to have a rain dance battle, so that if I'm picked, I would want to have a rain dance intro, something like that. And I thought it'd be neat to have a little, like, microcosm, macrocosm, if any of you actually know what that means, type of thing going on. Of course, that's not up to me, that's up to Chase's judges to decide. But, hopefully I will be somewhat cool, and even if I'm not picked, this is still a pretty great battle, so you guys will get to enjoy that, at least. With that, let's begin. This is a battle against BoomnUrDeaD. Anyway, I lead with my Politoed, because rain, whole spiel, get it. So that puts Drizzle. I don't know what his Metagross is going to do, nor do I know its moveset. It probably has Rocks, it probably has Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Earthquake. Can't be sure though. And it's probably carrying an Oka, being that it did actually get burned, and it wasn't a Lum. So I use Substitute just to see what he's going to do, which is Rocks, and then I get to spend a free turn using Boiling Water, and I get a crit and a burn on him, so that sucks while he Earthquakes and gets rid of my sub. I have a feeling he's going to Earthquake again, so I go out into my Zapdos, and a burned Bullet Punch really doesn't do anything from that Metagross, and Burn is going to take him out this turn. And I'm just going to use this free turn to roost up any damage I have. So he's in a position of loss, except my Politoed has a little bit of damage, but that's okay. He goes straight into his Tyranitar because he doesn't want me sweeping at all. And I don't like his Tyranitar being able to use Stone Edge or anything on my Zapdos, so I go out into show my Nitore. And he goes ahead and substitutes, so I'm like, oh great, Tyraniboa. And I wasn't sure what he was going to do because Tyraniboa can carry Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Flamethrower. And it just so happens that, yes, he does have the Flamethrower, so that kind of stinks. And it's not raining anymore, so that did, like, normal damage. Luckily, I am specially defensive, so that doesn't kill. I do happen to get rid of his sub though, so that's kind of okay, I guess, with the Gyro Ball. I go back into my Politoed because I know he's going to Flamethrower again, and so this is a specially defensive Politoed in the rain, resisting Tyraniboa's Flamethrower, so obviously it's not going to do anything. Here he withdraws and goes out into his Starmie. And I wasn't sure what he was going to do, so I used Toxic, and what do you know, or I wasn't sure what he was going to switch out into, so I used Toxic, and what do you know, he goes into his thing with Natural Cure, so that kind of sucks. He goes for the Hydro Pump. I guess he's thinking since it's raining, it'll still do some decent damage, but I take it fairly well. Even though I can't really do much to hit the Starmie, I use Substitute because maybe he'll switch, in spite of the poison, but he doesn't switch, so, you know, whatever. And at this, I'm thinking, oh, Hydro Pump again, so he must be choiced in some way. I don't really know Starmie's base special attack, so I can't, nor do I know how well my Politoed can take hits, so I can't really judge whether it's Spexed or, the other one, Scarfed. I use Boiling Water because, you know, hoping he'll switch again into something so that he can reset his poison, or get rid of his poison. He doesn't though, so I just switch into my Ludicolo for the 4x resist against water, and I let Poison kill him, Poison and Life Orb. He goes into a Scizor, and I know he's not going to Bullet Punch because that would be a resist. And I use Surf, and it just barely doesn't take it out. I knew he was trying to U-turn, and I figured I would kill it, but I don't get to kill it. So that makes me wonder if I need maybe a new Pokemon, although I love Ludicolo's grass typing. Maybe I should give it Hydro Pump, maybe I should Specs it. Why don't you leave it in the comments below how I can improve my Ludicolo. Let's see, oh, okay, so after the Ludicolo dies, he goes out into a Salamence, and there's no Intimidate, well, there wouldn't be an Intimidate, so spoiler, there's no Intimidate. And I go out into my Zapdos because I am physically bulky. And, you know, I haven't really battled any Salamence, so I didn't even know that thing carried Stone Edge. I did get to do some good damage on that with HP Ice, though. I go out into Beat, and this is my banded Beat, and he can pretty much wreck everything with his Waterfall, except for that Gyarados. Partly because of the Intimidate, partly because of its typing. So seeing this Gyarados, I'm going to withdraw, because again, I'm banded, I can't Stone Edge. And I go into my Tentacruel, hopefully I'll find a good chance to spin away some rocks. He goes back into his Tyranitar, however, and here I am in kind of a sticky situation, or something like that. Luckily for me, though, I do outspeed, so I'm going to use Hydro Pump this turn, and then he's going to substitute, thinking he was faster, or that I would switch. But neither of those happen, and he's just losing a lot of HP. He's going to use Focus Punch, and I'm going to use Hydro Pump to counter that Focus Punch. And the Focus Punch isn't going to do much. Oh, let me know if you really want the HD, because ever since I've been rendering in HD, Sony Vegas has been rendering so much more slowly. So, let me know. His Tyranitar, after Focus Punching once, is going to use Dark Pulse, which I would have just done right away, just to see if it would do enough damage. And seeing that it won't do enough damage, he runs away to his Gyarados, which he figures can resist my Hydro Pump, and it does fairly well. Although I do get a crit, so that kind of sucks for him. Sandstorm, and he has leftovers. I have Black Sludge, so that's kind of silly. I would be getting Rain Dish health, but it's not raining. He goes for a Dragon Dance, hoping for me to switch. But this is actually a bulky Tentacruel, hence the Rain Dish. And I use Sludge Wave on the Gyarados, and it does more than what I need to do to hit KO it. And I know I can take one Stone Edge. So he does just that, he goes for the Stone Edge, maybe hoping for the crit. And he doesn't get one, and I go for the Sludge Wave and take him out. I believe he goes into Scizor now and Bullet Punches me away. I go into my Nitore to resist the Bullet Punch because he's banded, or at least I hope he is, otherwise he's such a weird player. He's banded, and I'm just going to Power Whip whatever comes in because I've seen most of his team, and not much can resist a Power Whip, especially that Salamence because it's at red health. Now he goes into Tyranitar, pretty much to revenge. And I go out into Rhyme and take his Flamethrower fairly well. Oh, no Flamethrower, Substitute. Okay, so he didn't under-predict. That's good. I believe I go for the Boiling Water here. As he goes for the Focus Punch. And I just really wanted to get rid of his sub, because now I can send out my Kabutops after he kills me with Focus Punch. And Kabutops, being banded and he only has 2 Pokemon left at low health, will ruin the game for him. Oh, I lost the game. Sorry, guys. So in hopes of survival, he goes out to his Scizor. Like maybe I wouldn't kill it or something, and if I didn't kill it, he would Bullet Punch, so that fails. Now he goes out into Tyranitar to get the sand up. Oh, that was his plan, to get sand up. And even outside of the sand, I outspeed him, and I use Waterfall and win. Okay, well that's good game. Bye.